How to be wealthy? Can anybody tell me how to be wealthy? These are the questions I have asked 10 years ago or 11 years ago now. To understand how can anybody improve their current situation and reach to a situation which is better from today. You may be having this question as well of how can you improve your current wealth status to go to a better level every year upon year and be wealthy over a period of time. So continue watching on to know the 5 steps of what anybody can use to improve upon the wealth status. The first step is to understand the various assets and its attractiveness. We need to understand the various assets which can beat inflation. If they beat inflation, then you're getting richer day by day. If they're not beating inflation, then you're getting poorer day by day. So you need to understand what are those assets. And once you have identified those assets, you need to understand its attractiveness as well. So after you have identified the various assets and its attractiveness, then you need to go to the second step, which is you need to understand the behavior of these assets. Various assets behave differently upon different macroeconomic conditions. You need to study the macroeconomic condition, that is the various factors like interest rates and GDP. And based on these factors, you need to then understand how these assets behave in these various conditions. And accordingly, after you have understood the various behavior, you can diversify your portfolio accordingly. Right? That brings us to the third stage, which is diversification of portfolio. When I say diversification of portfolio, it's not only diversification within the shares or things like that. It needs to include holistic diversification. So diversification within shares, within like gold, could be other assets like commodities, various assets. We need to understand these assets so that you can diversify appropriately. Once you have diversified, then you go to the fourth step, wherein you determine the valuation of these assets. Are they undervalued? Right? This diversification and valuation go side by side, because based on the valuation, you would able to invest and accordingly diversify your capital into various assets. And after you have valuated and diversified, then you would now hedge them. All of these assets will hedge each other. Or if you need to buy other assets which need to hedge or insure these assets, then you need to do that as well. Not only hedge the asset, but also hedge or protect the biggest asset, which is life itself. Right? So these are the 5 steps which you need to improve upon your wealth status. So work upon these 5 steps, and if you have any questions, please drop in the comment section or reach out to me anytime. If you think that I should be telling more details, then please feel free to tell me. Okay, then see you in the subsequent videos. Until then, chia.